Hello and welcome to one of these draw and yap videos. Since I finished the last sketchbook, I'm starting a new one this time. And it's because I made a really bad piece of art, right? Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like car horns, but what are you going to do about it? Anyway, yeah, bad art, there it is. It should be on screen now. Like, sometimes you draw something so badly, you think to yourself, I'm never gonna draw again. Is that it? Was that all the drawings I did before, was that all a fluke? But then, you do a couple of drawings and it comes out all right. Anyway, yeah, I'm going back to my roots, doing one of those plant drawing videos that I used to do. It doesn't mean that plants are all I'll draw. I'll draw other stuff too. But starting off with plants. Just trying to redo the peace lilies that I was trying to paint. That didn't go as well again. I'm choosing to blame the paper here. It started pilling up. The website said that it's okay, it's good for watercolor. It is not. Like, seriously, don't trust websites you're buying products off of. Just go to Amazon and you'll see the reviews and they'll just warn you off. But usually the websites have really good deals though. But I guess you do end up paying for it. I'm not gonna name which company this is. I don't want to get sued or something like this. It's just a YouTube video, man. I'm just starting out. I don't have the money to get sued yet. I don't have money in general. That's what happens when you're like 25. You just don't have the money. Speaking of not having money, I spent quite a bit of it when I was starting out doing watercolor, trying to get different kinds of paper, and you don't know how the people are going to react to watercolor until you test it. But yeah, this means that I have quite a bit of spare paper that I know quite well, that I've painted on and I know will take watercolor no problem, and that is what I end up using here today. Like, yeah, this sketchbook, when I bought it, it doesn't say that you can use watercolor on it, but I have paper that I can use watercolor on and I can just paste it in here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and redo the painting I was trying to do, but like smaller. Oh, these are peace lilies, by the way, in case I didn't say that before. Anyway, yeah, now I'm moving on to doing some value studies. I took a picture of peace lilies that my mom keeps. And that's basically what I was trying to paint. And obviously that didn't go well. So now I'm going to try and do a value study first, just to make sure I can still draw and see values and paint. You gotta be sure of that before you start painting again, I guess. You need the confidence boost. I feel like that is such a big part of what practice lets you do. Like, yeah, you learn stuff, but learning stuff isn't as useful if you can't perform when the time comes. And practice gives you the confidence to be like, okay, yeah, I've done this before, I can do it again. And that really is what practicing art is for me, right? Like, you have the ability to draw and paint in you, you're just not confident enough to do it. And the goal is to build that confidence. It's like the whole thing Plato, or was it Aristotle, said that all the knowledge is already present within the student, and all a teacher has to do is help the student realize that they have that knowledge already. It seems sketchy, but like, that's basically what I'm saying here. You already have the ability to draw and paint, and all you need to do is build the confidence to do it. Oh yeah, we're properly yapping now. Okay, so now we are moving on to doing a closer up sort of picture of the lily. The peace lily. It's technically not a lily. There's like a lot of differences. For one, lilies have 6 petals. This one has 1 leaf, a spathe leaf. That's basically what the entire genus is named after, spathe. Which, putting a phylum in there doesn't make sense. But no, yeah, I'm just yapping. Look, I learned a lot about flowers when I was doing like the whole painting plants thing, and this sort of stuff is what I think about now when I'm drawing flowers, at least. See, learning stuff never goes to waste. You can always yap about it. I feel like I'm saying the word yap a lot. Anyway, moving on. Now, we're gonna finally get to the painting part, but before we paint, we have to draw. I'm going to speed through the drawing bit a bit more than like it already is. Like increase the speed of it. All this is sped up, by the way. I don't draw this fast. All of this took me like an hour to do. And yeah, it's going to be tiny. Just because I don't have the confidence or the energy to do another big drawing or a painting. Also, yeah, I'll plan these a lot better next time. I thought I could do all of this in like a day. You can't do it in a day. I've realized that now. So, you know, I'm going to be speed editing. Which, like, for these isn't as much. All you have to do is speed up the clips, do a voiceover, and throw in the subtitles. I don't think there are going to be any graphics on here. And okay, that's enough of the lane. Let's start painting. That's like basically what you're here for, right? Especially if you're coming from the short. I think I baited you guys. I was like, oh, you should watch him paint this in the short. Or was it draw? I don't remember. I guess that's what happens when you're trying to both learn a new editing software and making things. But no, yeah, all of these are just freeform yaps. Like, looking at the waveform, I know I will have to do a bit of work getting it all sounding right. But here's the thing. I used to want to be a music producer when I was like 14, 15. And I learned how to edit audio quite well doing that. And I've been doing that for like all of my projects, both for my undergrad and postgrad courses. Right, because when I was in undergrad, COVID happened. And a result of that is that all of your assignments, the presentations at least, get turned into video recordings. And having good audio actually makes you get better grades. It's actually the only part of this that is not a new learning experience for me. But you know, you never know, you always can learn something new. And yeah, I guess we are starting to get to the end. I was just spacing the painting off the value study. By the way, I did get it wrong a bit. You can call that creative liberty if you want. But yeah, once the painting bit was done, I just cut it up and just taped it in my sketchbook, the new sketchbook. Anyway, yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching through all of that and listening to my yaps. You must like my voice. There should be a sketchbook tour next week, which should be at least 20 minutes long. I cannot cut it down any further. It's at 30 minutes now. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be uploading every week, at least for this month. We'll see how we go after that. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and like, subscribe, share, whatever you're supposed to do. And yeah.